It's day 2 of the Future Blockchain Summit at Dubai Harbor. I'm Marnella Hernandez, and I am here with Prashant, who is the co-founder and CEO of Spheron. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for joining. How's it going so far at the summit? What do you expect from it?
For me, it's quite interesting to see like a lot of projects are getting built, and it's amazing to always come here. And I believe last year also I came here and it was amazing. And I think this year it's on the next level.
How does it compare from last year?
It's humongous, like from the last year. I believe a lot of very good projects are here this time, so it's good to see how blockchain is evolving over there.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. So tell me a little bit more about Spheron and what your role is in the company and maybe what you hope to achieve within the industry.
Awesome. So I'll try to brief it because it's a developer tool. I'll not bore a lot of your audience around all the nitty-gritties of it. But imagine in this way, let's say if you want to launch your website today, or if you want to store your data today, or even if you want to leverage a compute to run your audio transcription and anything around that. How do you do it in this today, like in the world of blockchain?
So I'm a developer, right?
Yes, you are a developer.
Okay, and I want to speed up my process.
So generally how you do it, you go ahead and use certain centralized cloud providers like AWS, GCP and all of those things. Now, the problem is what we are building today is a blockchain, which should be censorless, censorship resistant, people should be participating in the network. But in reality, what we are doing is like giving back that same thing to centralized cloud provider, which should not happen. Instead, it should be like smaller providers should come into the picture and they should participate in the network and provide you those efficiencies.
Okay, so what's the main issue with decentralized storage units like AWS, for example?
A lot of problems. First thing first, let's say NFT market is booming, right? Most of us use NFT nowadays, and a lot of us also having NFTs.
Is it booming still? Do you think?
Yeah, I think because a lot of use cases now, instead of just selling the designs, now people are selling the use cases, and which was NFT were designed for. But coming back to other and on the centralization part, let's say you hold an NFT asset, and it can be any assets, right? Now that assets can be paused or withdrawn, or let's say stopped by any of the cloud providers out there. Right. Now if it is in decentralized network, nobody can basically stop your asset. Like basically you own the asset, right? At a certain given point of time. So AWS can't decide to go and censor your assets. So let's say I kept my property account or property deeds on the blockchain, but that storage of that deed was on the AWS. Now suddenly that AWS has blocked the entire storage.
So anything could happen to it, I can't control.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is where the difference comes in.
Alright. So then how does that tie to what you're trying to do at Spheron?
So what we are trying to build is very bottom layer structure of it. It's a peer-to-peer communication protocol, which is already there in the market, which is called IPFS and Filecoin and RB. What we have done is like we integrated them into Spheron. We exposed them with a nice user interface, nice libraries, nice SDKs and everything.
That's important.
So that people can go and easily access it. So for example, today, if you as a non-developer and want to store your NFT asset, for example, how you would do it? Most likely you might not do it because it's very complex. But
I keep it on my wallets, unfortunately. On my hot wallets, I know it's bad.
Yeah, but at Spheron, what you can do, you can go and click on some buttons there and your assets will be up and running. So that is what simplicity which you want to bring in. And not just only on the storage side, but we also want to bring it on the compute side, where let's say if you want to process some data, you can just do it in just few clicks of a button.
Okay, gotcha. And so how did you get into the industry in the first place as a developer, right? That's how you started?
Yeah. For me, my story is a little interesting because I come from a call center background to becoming like one of the developers in Chennai, in CGI, and then to becoming a healthcare, and then that is what my journey kind of looked like. But my thought has always been around like understanding, going and leveraging the latest technology, build something cool out of it. So that was my initial thought process. But specifically talking about the Web3, how I entered into it.
Yeah.
It was during I think 2018 or 19 when when my co-founder was doing something around the Web3 and he was participating in the hackathon, and he kind of showed me, hey, you know what, you can earn additional dollar by just participating. And I said like, okay. So I was in India. Dollar was like 80 rupees, 75 rupees that point of time. So if I can participate and earn, that would be like really amazing for me as well, right? I participated and then we started winning a lot of hackathons. We won around 7 to So we won around 8 hackathons so far, like during my journey, and then we quickly realized I think hackathon is not the future here. We are here to build something bigger and to achieve bigger.
All right, love it.
That is
So,
how it started.
since we are at the Future of Blockchain Summit, I do have to ask, how do you envision the future of blockchain looking like?
For me, since I come from infra background, I emphasize more on the infrastructure part. I want the world to start contributing their compute power and the storage resources to the blockchain, so that the blockchain which we speak today is truly decentralized in nature. And it is not just owned by one single entity, like controlling everything, even though we are blockchain, but it should be given and people-powered internet which should come forward in the near future. So that is what we are envisioning, and we are committed towards to make that happen.
Okay, power to the people. Love it. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Prashant. Enjoy the conference.
Thank you so much.